Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Phelps Field. I'm Zach Kastrick. I'm joined alongside Hunter Valapek. Hunter, we have a rematch here in the state playoffs. Just 2 weeks ago, we saw Westside beat Papillion by quite a significant margin, but it was a close game at half. What are you expecting between these Warriors and Monarchs?
Well, it's going to be a great offensive performance today. It was last time. It was mainly Jenkins who ran the ball effectively, scored a lot of touchdowns, but also Papillion has a really good balanced passing attack. They like to throw the ball. Isaac Pamaran, a really good receiver, and they have a lot of great players all around.
Yeah, you mentioned a lot of great players, but I want to go specifically back to that rematch when they played 2 weeks ago. Braylon Warren had himself a game. Tate had himself a pretty good game, but I want to mention how close it was at half. It was just a one-score game at half. Really, really close game. About, I think it was 9 points, if I remember correctly. And that was because Papillion missed their PAT on their first touchdown and had to go for 2 and didn't get it. But otherwise, it's a completely different game. Minus that, it was a close game at half, but Papillion got wore out. Why was that, and what does Papillion have to do to change that in this game?
Yeah, Papillion, they need to do a better job on the 2-point after attempts. They just need to do a job on the tries. But also, they did a really good job at moving the ball on the offensive possessions. They went 90 yards nearly both times. But if they want to win this, they need to have clean offensive drives with no turnovers.
Yeah, I completely agree with that, Hunter. On to Westside. We know how good Westside is. Undefeated, haven't lost in 2 years. We can go on and on about how good this team is. Lamanji's only lost 1 game. But I'm not going to bore anybody with all of those details and stats. But this is a really good team led by quarterback Braylon Warren and sophomore Tate Jenkins in the backfield.
Yeah, it's mainly those two. And they're only sophomores, so they got a lot of potential left to go. But last week against Westview, Tate Jenkins had 297 yards. The record at Westside is 309, and he also had 5 touchdowns, 1 off from the record, which was 6. So I'm expecting Lamanji to run the ball a lot, but he can do a little RPO, screen pass action, maybe let Braylon Warren throw it deep.
Yeah, and Braylon's got plenty of targets on the outside. Keenan Cotton, Eli Johnson, Christian Jones at tight end. He's got a lot of options to go to.
Yeah, he's got a lot of options. Like you just said, Keenan Cotton, very good speedster. And then Eli Johnson's a really good deep ball threat. And then they also got Christian Jones, Quinn Warren, the tight ends. They have a lot of great receivers.
Yeah, and then the defense is just as good, led by 4-star commit Christian Jones heading off to Nebraska, graduating in just a few weeks after winter break at December. So good to see him moving on to bigger and better things. But they're always hoping to close out the state championship. But this defense is really good. Christian Jones, the linebacker, defensive anchor back in the back with Reed McIntyre at safety. And a solid defensive line. Shout out Joe Soria, 2 turnovers last week.
Yeah, the defense did a really great job last week. First shutout of the year for them, which was a pretty big shocker, but they've held their opponents to very low points. In the 10 games they've had this season, they've only given up 85 points, only 8 points a game, and that was mainly earlier in the season. They gave up a touchdown to North, and they gave up about 26 points to both Bell West and Millard West, but still, their defense has been playing lights out over these past few days. Joe Soria last week, 2 turnovers, fumble recovery, and interception. They're a defense that likes to force the turnovers and likes to play physical.
But Papillon's no bad team. We know that, Hunter. They came here just a few weeks ago, and it was a really good game. But we're going to take a break just real quick. We're going to head over to the national anthem, but we'll be back in just a minute. Welcome back to Phelps Field. Zach Castrick, Hunter Valapek. We got the national anthem. Just about 8 minutes to go until kickoff, but as we were going right before the national anthem, Papio, they're not a bad team, came here just a few weeks ago, kept it close until the second half. Papio's a really good team. Cameron Leggett in the backfield and Isaac Pamaran out wide. They're two really good players, great duo.
Yeah, they are both really good. Both of them play really good football. They play complementary football, and if Papio wants to win, they're just going to have to find Pamaran and just be able to throw the ball effectively on this Westside defense.
And then you got a good running back with their DiGiacomo in the backfield. He can do things, but it was kind of interesting last week, Hunter. We didn't see, or 2 weeks ago, we didn't see him a whole lot. He kind of played pretty good in the first half, and they kind of went away from him in the second half.
Yeah, it was mainly Valencia who came in and carried the rock for Papio, and a bit in that first half and a lot in that second half. But Papio needs to play all facets of the game well. They ran and passed really good on Westside's defense in that first half of the game 2 weeks ago. And if they want to find a way to win this, they got to do what they found on that first half a couple weeks ago. Just play very good football, limit the turnovers. That's kind of what killed them last couple weeks.
Yeah, and the biggest thing is almost all of Papio's offense and defense, they're two-way players. So you got to think first half, they can really work their tails off in that first half. But then when it comes to the second half, you get worn down playing both ways, offense and defense. It's a lot of work. And that's kind of what you've seen out of Papio all year. They play really good first half, played really close to Millard South. Really good with Westside in the first half, but they kind of die off in that second half. And I think that's going to be part of Coach Lamanji's game plan today. Wear them down in the first half, go play lights out in the second.
Yeah, they, like you just said, two-way players, both offense and defense, and their quarterback even plays punter. But they just need to wear them down as much as possible. In the game last week against Omaha Central, they played really good football. They managed to pace themselves, and they managed to pull out an overtime win, which was really good for them. Put them in this game right now. And they just got to really pace themselves, make sure they can play football all 4 quarters.
Yeah, I can see Papio coming out the doors right now, so they'll be just here in a minute. Westside will be over here in a minute. But I want to visit the state playoffs, the big picture, Hunter. The winner of this game will go on to take on the winner of Elkhorn South, Omaha North, which is going on tonight. I called Omaha North my sleeper pick. I know, a little boring, but we both agreed it's going to be kind of a chalk state playoffs. But if we go back and look at last week's, there was really only one upset, and that was Millard North over the 7 seed, the 10 versus the 7. So you can claim it as an upset if you want. In my opinion, Millard North was the better team on paper, so that's kind of up to you what you want. But we did a pretty good job on our picks, Hunter, and right now, first and second, Westside, Millard South, still clearly the 2 picks, as I would think.
Yeah, I would agree with that, Zach. It's going to be a really good game tonight. Four matchups today, and they're doing pretty good. But the game we're watching, Omaha North played a really good game against Westside, played a really good first half, just kind of fell off a bit in the second half. And also Elkhorn South, we've played them before also. They got spanked here at Phelps Field, but they will play a comeback with a vengeance and play a really good game.
Yeah, I mean, Papio just came out on their field. They're on the 50-yard line. We're going to turn it over to the field, and we'll be back in just about 3 or 4 minutes for kickoff. And here they come, the #1 team in the state, the #1 seed in the state playoffs, the back-to-back state champion, the Omaha Westside Warriors, getting ready to take on Papio. And this stadium is ready. It might not be the most packed crowd. It's a little chilly, Hunter, but I can tell you one thing. Papio's fans, they're ready, and they're going to be loud tonight. They were standing out in front of the gates for about 15 minutes before they were allowed in. The gates open, and they come running in full speed, claim that student section best spot. They're ready for tonight, and I'd have to imagine their team is as well.
Yeah, I'd expect them to play out with an intensity like never before. They really want this game badly. They don't want their season to end this early. And if they want to come out, they shock the Warriors. They got to play almost perfect football, limit the turnovers as much as possible, win the turnover battle actually, move the ball efficiently, and stop Jenkins first overall, and just being able to stop Westside's very good balanced attack.
This is one really good team, Hunter, but there's another team on the other side of the bracket that's just as good in Millard South. We made our picks. We said it's going to be Westside, Millard South, just like every other quote-unquote expert. Two really good teams, but Westside's got 2 more games to win, and it starts right here at Papio.
Yeah, both teams have the best opportunity to probably play each other in state. If they do play each other in state, I'd expect it to be on par with the 2022 Westside Gretna game, where it came down to Tristan Alvano's game-winning field goal. But there's also a chance that both Westside or Millard South could get upset earlier in the bracket. But if both of them play in the state finals, it'll be a really good game. But right now, Westside has to focus on the right now, as they are going to kick it off, get the ball back at the second half. So Papio will have a good decisive drive on offense.
Last time they started off, they scored on their first drive as well, Hunter, so we'll see what they can do coming out tonight, and you have to imagine both teams has made their adjustments since 2 weeks ago. Westside will kick off, and it starts with Ever Shrislin to boot it away. This one a pretty short kick out to about the 25. It's fielded and quickly pushed out of bounds at about the 35. And Papio fans already wanted a late hit to start off the game.
Yeah, maybe just a bit in the green right there, but not bad starting field position if you're Papio. Trying to move the ball get the ball as far as possible, maybe win the field position game.
And here comes Cameron Leggett. Had a pretty good game last time. Got a little shaken up as well in that game, so we'll see what comes out of that one. Leggett will be in the shotgun. He's going to hand the ball off to start the game, and picking up about 8 on first down. That's one way to mess with Westside. You can't get behind the chains.
No, you cannot. That kind of what killed Westview early in that game. Jenkins also, but Papio needs to have as many yards on first downs as possible. Set him up with a second and short, or if it gets there, third and short.
That was Antonio DiGiacomo on the carry. Leads the team in rushing. He will be on the right hip of Leggett here, and he'll get the carry, but this time he's quickly met in the backfield. Couple of Westside defenders, and guess who, Hunter? Christian Jones, the first there.
Yeah, it's going to be always Christian Jones, that outside linebacker position, hotly contested, and you just got to put at least 2 men on blocking him on every possession here, on every play if you're Papio. He's just too much of a threat. He's a wrecking ball.
Leggett is out wide, standing on the close 40 here on this 3rd and 4. And jumping off sides to start things off. That will move the chains for Papio. Silly mistake by Westside. That penalty is going to go against Joe Soria. He forced 2 turnovers last week, Hunter, a fumble and an interception, but not a great start for him tonight.
No, and that will give Papio a first down, actually. So, free first down, just got to stay disciplined if you're Westside.
That moves the chains with 10:30 left to play here in the first quarter. DiGiacomo in the shotgun, 2 backs in the backfield. He's going to hand it off for the 3rd time to start this game. And absolutely no room to work for Papio to start things off. In the backfield for Westside, the handoff went to Brody Parr. And he's pushed back for about a loss of maybe 1 or 2 on first down.
Right there, Johnny Hurtado's the one who got him, met him first, and the rest of the Warriors came to meet him. And it might be Parr's day today. He's gotten a lot of he's gotten a lot of carries over his last couple of games, especially against Omaha Central, where he had over 150 yards. So he might be the main back along with Michael Valencia and Antonio DiGiacomo.
Parr will be in the shotgun, or Leggett, he goes out wide, finds his receiver. That one's Pamaran, and he picks up about 6 on second down. Pamaran had 2 touchdowns against Westside when these two teams met 2 weeks ago, both of them coming from Wildcat formation inside the 10.
Yeah, it's going to be Pamaran's day today. If Papillion wants to get on top early here, they're going to have to look for him. But moving the ball pretty efficiently from the field position they got already into Warrior territory.
A big 3rd and 3 for both the offense and defense here early in the first quarter. Leggett will be in the shotgun, and Parr is right behind him. Parr's going to get the carry, moves to his left, gets up through the hole, and the initial spot will be for a first down.
Brody Parr, just a beautiful run up the middle. Just got enough to get the first down. Bryce Williams was there on the tackle to meet him at the stick, but just a little too much and first down for Papillion.
Longer huddle, still over 20 seconds on the play clock. Plenty of time for Leggett and the Monarchs. DiGiacomo will be in the backfield. 2 wide receivers set to his right, 1 to his left. DiGiacomo will get the carry, and he'll pick up 1 on first down before he's slammed down by Westside's defensive linemen. See Joe Soria, a couple of other guys in there.
Papio's running it a bit more than I would expect them to early in the game. But Papio should trying to establish the rush a little bit early here. Westside has done a really good job on the interior defense, just stuffing the holes before Papio or any opponent could get through them, but have been a little bit lacking on those outside runs, maybe a couple pitches.
I would have to think that's part of the game plan. You know, you don't want to play a lot of defense when you have lots of two-way players to drown out your energy fast. Leggett takes a shotgun snap. He's going to drop back to pass. Looks out to the left. It looks like the ball might have been batted at the line of scrimmage, and it's nowhere near his receiver on the outside.
And this is what you want if you're Westside's defense. 3rd and long situation. Defensive coordinator Damon Benning really likes these situations. Can play a bit back, but also rush forward and get to the quarterback really fast.
Might be 4 down territory, Hunter.
Maybe. I might not expect it to. I expect Coach Tim Williams to maybe punt it here if they don't get it, unless if it's a 4th and close, and pin Westside back maybe within their own 10.
2 wide receivers on the left and 2 on the right. 1 back in the backfield, that's DiGiacomo. Leggett drops back. He's going to keep it himself, looking for the chains, and he is not going to get there. Diesel Klein, Charlie DiLorenzo, Christian Jones, and Quentin Warren all flying to the ball. And that's going to be 4th down, about 4th and 8, 4th and 9. And once again, Cameron Leggett is the punter, so can't really judge it here. As of now, it looks like they're going to go for it. 4th and 9. Jumping off sides, but nobody reacted on offense and able to get back, and no penalty will be called.
Right there, you need to, if you're the offensive line, you need to get it, and they'll call it offsides.
Leggett takes it, and he's going to pooch punt, and a pretty weak one, but it's going to roll inside the 10, and that's where it's going to be downed at the 9. And the Papio fans are not happy, Hunter, but that's the right call by the officials.
Yeah, technically the penalty means he jumped offsides, but it wasn't in the neutral zone, and the reason that would be called an offsides is if the offense false started because of it. But a beautiful pooch punt there. I thought that ball may have gotten tipped at the line of scrimmage, but Westside starts back at their own 10, and I would expect Tay Jenkins to get the rock early here. Already having, in the last four games, having 797 yards and 14 touchdowns to his name.
Braylon Warren from his own 9. He's going to hand it off to Tay Jenkins. He breaks up through the middle. Green grass spins out of 1 tackle, and he's going to be dragged down by Waylon Iman. And Braylon Warren has much more room to operate now.
Yeah, it's better than back at your own 8. But Tay Jenkins had a bit of a fluke game against Papio only 124 yards, still had 2 touchdowns, and has gotten, except for 2 games, has over 100 yards in each game this season.
Once again, it's Jenkins on the carry. He's going to go to the right side, breaks free through the line of scrimmage, and gets up to about the 28. And Hunter, I want to stress, you said only 120 yards. That's considered a low average for Tay Jenkins.
Yeah, Tay Jenkins averages a lot of yards. He averages 8.5 yards per carry, and within the 10 games, he has averages 146 in each game this season, and has rushed for over 108 of the 10 games this season.
Like you said, nearly 300 yards in a school record last week with his 297 rushing yards. Braylon Warren's going to pass here on second down, rolling out to his left, and he's going to tuck it in, keep it himself, and be dragged out of bounds, but he picks up the first down on the tackle for Papio is Cale Johnson.
Right there, a little designed rollout. Nothing really working. Good coverage by the Papio secondary. I think he was looking for Eli Johnson on the comeback route. Couldn't find him, just took the rock himself and some open room, getting him a first down.
Tay Jenkins will be on the right hip of Braylon Warren, who's in the shotgun. And Tay-Tay's going to get it here. Not as much room to operate here on that first down, pushing him back at the line of scrimmage, Micah Arenalo.
And when Tay Jenkins gets the ball, they usually give it to him on first down and gets that 6-7 yards. At only 5'8", he's a little dude, but he can run it like he's 6'4" and can find all the open gaps. He has really good vision.
Warren takes a shotgun snap, hands it off to Jenkins. He breaks free down the left sideline. 40-30, one guy to beat. He's going to cut up to the middle of the field, and he's going to go inside the 5 and dragged down by Isaac Pamaran from the safety position. Tay Jenkins breaks free, and Westside's in business.
We knew it would have been some time, but Tay Jenkins gets the outside run, puts his foot in the grass, and bolts his way all the way to the 3. Pamaran right there did a good job of just holding him back from the end zone. I expect them to rush it in with him.
Tay Jenkins with the fake handoff, and Eli Johnson wide open in the corner of the end zone. Westside starts on top. Jack Jelinek was supposed to have the coverage, but it's not easy to guard Eli Johnson, especially on a fade route. Eli's quite tall, kind of like a statue.
Yeah, it's just a beautiful pass by Braylon Warren right to him. And a little Statue of Liberty leap, catch, down, touchdown.
6'4" Eli Johnson is, 6'4", 205. Ever Shrislin with the PAT. Nails it down the center, and Westside leads 7-0 after their first drive on offense.
Yeah, that's about worst-case scenario there if you're Papio. You come in, there's still 5:44 left to go, but you go in, get a good drive, punt it within their own 10, but then you give the ball to Tay Jenkins, and you really can't stop that amount of run game, especially here. It's getting colder and colder, and smash mouth football will be the new style.
Yeah, you mentioned when Tay Jenkins played Papio, it was only 124 yards, only 124. And Tay-Tay's already making a push for that 120 yards. That was about a 50-plus yard run, bringing him down to the 3.
Yeah, he is trying to avenge his game last night. Let's check these stats here. Already has 63 yards on the game for him.
Over halfway to his total against Papio last time. Welcome back here on the WTV Live Network. Our stat keeper gave Braylon Warren the 50-yard run, and we both know that's not right, but hopefully I get it updated so Tay Jenkins can get his correct yardage.
Probably over 80 yards for him with that calculation then.
Ever Shrislin knocks it into the end zone, and a touchback, and Papio will march out to the 20, and that's where they'll start their second drive of the game.
Ever Shrislin has been a bit iffy on these kickoffs, but right there, just a beautiful one. And you need a good kicker on those kickoffs because they'll usually have their fastest, most dangerous return man back there, and it's really good to neutralize that. But Papio starting out at the 20. How do you think they can respond here?
I think they had a good drive going in last time, Hunter, and then they faced 3rd and long. It just didn't quite go their way.
Just got to move those sticks as fast as possible. Get good first downs. Maybe have a long play here or there.
DiGiacomo will be the back here on first down. He's going to get the carry, and Quentin Warren's going to chase him down and drag him down after a gain of maybe 1, and they're going to give him none.
And right there, Quentin Warren coming off his left end position. Nobody blocked him. I think it was a designed run to the left, and nowhere to go for the DiGiacomo. Taken down, no yardage, not what you want if you're Papio.
Now 2nd and 10. Just over 5 minutes left to play here in the first quarter. 2 wide receivers to the right and 2 backfield runners. And the backfield carrier is going to be DiGiacomo on 2nd down, and he picks up about 6. That'll bring up 3rd and 4.
And just right there, good field vision just to get up. Maybe a gain of 5 or 6. Reed McIntyre was there to meet him, though. Gave him a bit of a hit stick. And Papio still a relatively 3rd and long if you're against this Westside defense.
3rd and 5. Brody Parr is the back. 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Nearly jumping off sides that time was Quentin Warren, but he gets back in time.
Papio
Play clock inside 10.
Papio fans don't like that call. I think they may have won in offsides, and they have to call a timeout.
Papio and Tim Williams calls their first timeout, and we're going to call our first timeout here on the WTV Live Network. Welcome back here on the WTV Live Network. Hunter, you got a state scoreboard check here in Class A.
Yeah, we got 3 other games going on other than this. Already, Miller South is up on Miller North 10-0. That game might be a bit over already, but the game we're focusing on, Elkhorn South, Omaha North 6-0, and then the 3-seeded Kearney beating Bell West 6-0.
Thank you, Hunter. Back to the game. 3rd and 5 for Cameron Leggett. Takes the shotgun snap, looks to his right, has Pamaran, but it's through his hands into the floor. That's going to bring up 4th and 5.
And right there, Keenan Cotton was ready to absolutely lay out Pamaran. Just a bit of a high throw by Leggett, and just not able to haul it in. A little high.
And this time they bring in Gavin Heavy for the punting duties. He's listed as a tight end and defensive end on the roster.
He doesn't look that big, actually.
Says he's 6 foot 180. Punt is away, got it off clean. Keenan Cotton's going to grab it, spin out of the first tackle, gets up to about the 40, and he's quickly brought down by Luke Bennett.
And the special teams are going to need to be big for Papio today. Great job by the Gunners just to get down there as quick as possible. Keenan Cotton made the first guy miss, but a good second tackle attempt, and that'll bring out Westside offense and Tay Jenkins again.
We know how good that offense can be, or that Keenan Cotton can be on the return game, even Tay Jenkins if they get a chance to return any kicks. Warren's going to take the snap. Jenkins is going to get the carry, gets up past the 40, up to the 30, and then he's finally brought down, but he's going to pick up the first down.
Zach, I believe when it looks like he's going to be stuffed, he somehow finds a way to find the open hole, bounce off a tackler, and gets that from a gain of 2 into a gain of 10.
Hurry-up offense for Braylon Warren and the Warriors. Warren's going to roll out to his left, set his feet, flip his hips, finds his receiver, that's Eli Johnson, and he's spun out of bounds at the 34-yard line.
Another little designed rollout there by Coach Lamanji for Braylon Warren. Had Keenan Cotton on a bit of a post route, I believe he set his feet to go deep, but found Eli Johnson on the comeback route. Only a gain about 3.
Yeah, you got to remember, Braylon did throw a pick against Papio 2 weeks ago, so you got to think that's possibly on the front of his mind. Jenkins gets the carry up through the line of scrimmage to the 15, to the 10, 5, touchdown, Tay Jenkins. And Westside is all over the Monarchs early, 13-0.
And Tay Jenkins showing why he should have gotten more touches. Maybe he could have broken the record against Omaha Westview, but found the hole, and he nearly ran into the umpire in the middle of the field. That was about the best tackler Papio got. Just a quick burst of speed and a touchdown for Westside.
Yeah, Ever Shrizzling comes on for the PAT, looking to make it 14-0. It's up, and it's going to be blocked. Coming up through the middle and making the block, Kale Johnson, and it's only 13-0.
And I don't know what it is, Zach, but the other two games, they both missed an extra point. So maybe a little something here just to look at.
I would think so. Kale Johnson came right up through the middle, untouched, and got a full hand on it, maybe even his chest on that kick. Special teams can't be happy right there.
No, that's just a little bit disappointing by special teams. And we saw it again with Papio. They missed a couple of extra points early, and that kind of killed him, but it really won't for Westside too much. And just got to clean that up, something to clean up before their game against Millard South probably coming up.
I'm going to put you on the spot, Hunter, and I'm going to ask you a question that I don't think you're going to be able to answer. That's how do you stop number 6 in black?
Here's the only correct answer. You can't.
Yeah, I don't know if it's possible.
Unless if you put 9 directly in the box and then they could run play action, throw it over you. You really cannot stop Tay Jenkins, who's probably already getting college visits when he becomes a junior.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of the best running backs I've seen in a long time, and I watched Jamez Ross last year. Papio with a chance to return it up to the 25 and quickly spun down at the 26.
In a better field position for Papio, but once again, it's just their game plan. Got to move the ball efficiently. 3:38 left to go in the first quarter, and maybe make a little bit of a statement here. They did it last time. They were down by a couple scores in the first quarter, but came back, made it a one-score game before nearly made a one-score game before halftime.
Papio comes back out on the field. Needs some points here, getting late in the first quarter. Leggett will take the shotgun snap, pitch it to DiGiacomo. He's going to pick up about 2. A couple of Westside defenders are there. A couple of the tackles, Joe Soria. A couple other guys in there, one of them being Owen James.
I also want to mention this. We finally got our stats fixed. Tay Jenkins already has 121 yards, Zach. He 20 on 6 carries, 121 yards. That's 20 per carry and a touchdown. That's just bonkers. That's more than Ashton Jandy level of numbers.
2nd and 8. DiGiacomo's going to get the carry. This time he got a little bit more room, and Quentin Warren is going to be there to bring him down.
Westside is such a good defensive team. They don't need many in the box. They only need 6 in the box to stop the run. They have the 4 defensive linemen, C.J. Jones and Quentin Warren, and then everybody else is just going to play back, 5 deep safety, cornerbacks and safeties. It's a really good formation for them.
And once again, Hunter, Papio in a 3rd and medium situation. It's 3rd and 5. Still in the huddle. Leggett in the shotgun. 2 backs, 1 on his left hip. He's going to drop back, deep drop back. Pressure's coming. He steps up, avoids the rush, and is going to get rid of it, but unable to haul it in is his receiver on the far side. I think that might have been Isaiah Jamesi.
Yeah, just another great coverage by Westside. Took everything over the middle, forced him to roll out, make a read, and Burke Brown was right there to make the stop.
And now coming on the field, Gavin Heavey, once again, listed as 6 foot 180, but I don't know if I buy that one, Hunter.
He looks like a stick.
Ball is in the dirt. Is he going to get it off? He does. What a great job to get it off by Heavy. Keenan Cotton touches it. The ball is loose, and he grabs it. 2 dangerous situations, won by both teams. That was a really bad play by both teams.
Yeah, just a low snap, unable to field it, but he got it back, got it away, and Keenan Cotton, I don't think, sensed the pressure on him. Ran up, got the ball, kind of scooped it up into the air, but managed to haul it back down. just before Papio managed to retrieve it. So maybe a bit of special teams error by both teams.
Could have gone either way. Either team could have ended up with the ball after that possession. Warren takes a shotgun snap. Keenan Cotton on the jet sweep, gets the carry, and there's nowhere for him to go. Waylon Iman pushes him back. Little bit of extracurriculars and a flag is gonna fly. Coming in and making an extracurricular shove was Ahmad Rustasmov, and that could really be bad.
Yeah, it could really be bad. Just trying to protect your own team, and yeah, it will go against Westside. Put him back 15 yards, and I would expect it, since it was after the play, to be second in a really long mile, probably 25 yards. You really can't do that if you're Westside.
A long dragged-out tackle by Iman for Papio, and Westside's O-lineman coming to Keenan Cotton's defense.
Yeah, right there, just a great stop by Papio. They've run a couple of jet sweeps a game to Keenan Cotton. He's just as fast as Tate Jenkins, but yeah, that'll bring up a 2nd and 26, it looks like.
Christian Jones is going to catch it out in the flat, breaks a couple of tackles, going to get to the 40, and then pushing him down to the ground was Nathan Ford.
Yeah, just a little short screen pass, trying to get some yardage back. Christian Jones right there made nice little catch and run. Really hard to tackle that guy. Hasn't been used much in the passing attack in this year as he was last year. But that'll bring up a 3rd and 17. I expect them maybe hand it off to Tate Jenkins.
3rd and 17 from their own 40. Jenkins is going to get the carry. He's going to break one tackle in the backfield, cut up midfield past the 40 to the 35, and finally dragged down from behind by a safety for Papio. Ogunbogas has the tackle, but that's not after Tate Jenkins picks up the first down.
Man, oh man, Tate Jenkins. He's going to come off the field, get a breather. Run it on 3rd and 17 is a deathly ask, just trying to get better field position for a punt. And it turns into a big gain, a gain of about 30 for Tate Jenkins, and 1st and 10 at the 35.
Christensen now comes into the game. Warren's going to look to his right, pump fake, keep it himself, get to the 30, and then he's forced down from behind. Mason Kwanowski has the tackle.
Again, just another little short pass. I think he was looking for Keenan Cotton on the RPO. Couldn't find him. His back was turned. So Braylon Warren, not a small guy, 6'3", 200 listed. Took the ball, gets about 7.
Warren looks over the middle. Quentin Warren has the catch. Picks up the first down, the Warren-to-Warren connection. No, they are not brothers.
No, they are not related at all, but I'm expecting that to just take it down to the break. But Westside keeping the ball moving. And I expect them just to take it to the break, and they will. But a beautiful first quarter from the Westside Warriors, up 13-0. And it's just been the Tate Jenkins show.
We're going to step away here for the end of the first quarter. We'll be back in just a minute. Westside now inside the 15. Finn Christensen had that carry. Tay Jenkins will now check into the ball game.
Yeah, Tay Jenkins had himself a first quarter, 145 yards for him. But Finn Christensen, a bit of a third down back, taking the rock.
Warren out wide. Mo Purify has the reception inside the 10 to the pylon. He's going to be dragged down at the 3.
Yeah, and even when Tay Jenkins keeps running the block, they can run a little play action there if Papio's going to sell out on the run. Get a little screen pass to Mo Purify. Dad playing at Nebraska and getting all the way to the 7-yard line again, and now a 1st and goal. Probably going to run into Tay Jenkins again, if I'm being honest.
And yes, they do. Jenkins gets the carry, and he's going to stutter his feet, but he's going to be dragged down in the backfield. Ty Jelenik on the tackle.
What they did so well in the first game is they cut off Tay Jenkins. They did not let him break to the outside or they forced him to cut back inside where the defenders are, and does a good job of doing that by Papio. Looked like it was Jelinek on the stop.
Warren will take the shotgun snap, rolled to his left, looking for Warren in the end zone, can't find him. He's going to keep it himself, retreat, and he's going to throw it out of bounds. Warren nearly avoided quite a disaster there, but lived to fight another day. It's 3rd and goal.
Yeah, it's stripped up there. Barely got it away before he hit the floor. And I do want to give you another score update. The game we're looking at, Omaha North and Elkhorn South, the winner will be playing the winner of this, which will probably be Westside, which is probably going to be the case. It's 7-6. Omaha North with the lead, scored a touchdown and a Jaron Cannon 10-yard rushing touchdown.
3rd and goal for Westside. Braylon Warren looks to the left. He's going for a fade route, and no can do for his receiver. Looked like Keenan Cotton. No, it was Eli Johnson on the fade route. He wanted the pass interference, but he is not going to get it.
And we have an injured Papio player down at the far pylon of the end zone as Westside will bring out their field goal unit.
I believe that was the person covering Eli Johnson. Might be Jack Jelinek on the sideline. And we're going to step away here on the WTV Live Network to pay our respects. We'll be back in just a minute. Welcome back here on the WTV Live Network. Westside threatening to score. It's going to be 4th and goal. We're going to have a field goal attempt. Shrislin comes out for the field goal, sorry. Not many field goals Westside kicks.
About 24-yarder.
And it's straight through the guts. A flag is going to be thrown, and we'll wait the penalty.
Oh, it's no good. I guess it may have shanked to the left a little bit.
That looked like it went in.
From our angle it did, but we don't have the best angle, and we'll check the flag. Probably may have been a false start on Westside, but it looked like it came in after. And there is no foul on the play. That'll give no penalty, and that means no field goal for Westside. And another missed opportunity at the red zone for them at within the red zone. Just a bad turn of events for Westside special teams. And Papio will have the ball within their own. Actually, scratch that. They'll have the ball at their own 20.
Yeah, I just looked at the replay, Hunter, over here on our iPad. He did miss it wide left, so turn of events, and Papio's got a good chance.
Yeah, even with that, they don't have to get the ball at their 7. We've been a little bit weirded out at this rule. After a missed field goal, they'll put the ball at the 20 no matter the distance, no matter if it will be at the 40-yard line or the 1-yard line. They'll put the ball at the 20, which I believe is a very weird rule, but I'm not the NSAA rule officials.
Leggett takes a shotgun snap. DiGiacomo's going to get the carry, and he's upended at the 20.
Westside did a good job in the first quarter of just stuffing the run, forcing Leggett to pass, which also did not end up well for them. Brody Parr, the one with the carries, been getting most of the carries recently for Papio. Done a pretty good job getting over 100 yards last game, and just being able to carry the rock for Papio.
It's now 2nd and 9, 10-11 left to play here in the first half. Leggett takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looking downfield, and he's going to hit the out route wide open to the 40, up near midfield, has a wide open Cale Johnson. Blown coverage by Westside, and Papio's in business.
Yeah, I saw it. They had a man 2-on-1. They took the deep route, and it's just a beautiful route by Cale Johnson. Blocked the extra point earlier on special teams, does his work on offense. Gain of about 30 yards and a first down for Papio. Near already within Westside territory, probably about midfield.
Parr is the back here on first down. He's going to fake the carry to him and hit it to Pomerant at the 46. Looking to break the tackle, and Christian Jones says no way.
Yeah, Christian Jones was right there, but Bryce Williams was the initial hit. Wrapped up the legs. Gain of about 4, and now officially in Westside territory. 9:16 left to go in the second. And just like we saw last week, Papio's keeping it real close.
It'll be really close if Papio can find a way to put some points on the board here, whether that's a touchdown or a field goal. Motion camp man comes over. DiGiacomo's going to get the carry, but he's flipped up at the 45-yard line. And once again, 3rd and medium, about 3rd and 5.
And now I would think this is 4-down territory here. If you're the Monarchs, you still got 8 minutes. That's a lot of time, more than enough time for Westside to work their magic. And unless if they can get this to 3rd and short, this one, unless if it'll go back some yards, I expect this to be 4-down territory.
Handoff to DiGiacomo, nowhere to go. In the backfield, Reed McIntyre, Joe Soria.
I believe it was Joe Soria and Daryl Taylor who broke the gap and got there. That will bring out the punt unit, I believe. And yes, it will. Beautiful stop by Westside, holding them to loss of 1 possibly, and a 4th down. Let's see if both teams made up their special team mistakes from last time, Zach.
Now the 6', 180 Gavin Heavy out on the field for this punt.
Still a stick.
Cotton will be back to return. The punt's off cleanly. Cotton will call the fair catch, and he's going to make the catch, falling to the ground. Rowan Bradford was right in his face, but Keenan Cotton comes up with it cleanly. And here comes here comes Braylon Warren, Westside's going to have the football, looking to make it a 3-score game.
And even back at their own 20, at their own 10, Westside is dangerous from all field position games. They can be back at their own 1, and they could go probably 5 plays, 99 yards, and probably a 50-something odd yard run from Tay Jenkins, who already is carrying the rock today, but also some really good passes by Braylon Warren, showing some potential.
Warren in the shotgun. Jenkins on his left hip. That's who gets the carry. It's Jenkins. Picks up the first down, spins out of a tackle, and Pomerant is there with the rest of the Monarchs to bring him down.
Yeah, still, Tay Jenkins, a little bit of a halfback draw. Gain of about 13, a first down, and now they're in a little bit of hurry up.
Still plenty of time. 7:20 left to play here in the first half. Warren out wide. Mo Purify has the grab. Gets up out the 40-yard line. Be just short of the first down.
And that's what you get here if you're Westside. You saw, I don't know if you saw it, Zach, but when Warren snapped back the pass, Papio was already head first into Tay Jenkins, and just a beautiful pass from Mo Purify.
Jenkins gets the carry, waits for a minute, but nowhere to go. Papio is in there to make the stop.
And I believe that was Vanessa on the stop right there, wrapped up Tay Jenkins before he could get the first down.
And now it's 3rd and 1. Full playbook here for Warren. Jenkins is going to get the carry. Can he get the marker? Yes, he can before he's flipped downwards by Cale Johnson.
And once again, Tay Jenkins isn't much of a 3rd down back, but he was stuffed initially. A couple of nice blocks will get him a first down, and Tay Jenkins will check out for Finn Christensen. Get a little break.
That's who's going to get the carry out to the right side. Puts his head down, runs over a defender, and he's past midfield.
And even when Tay Jenkins is out, Finn Christensen is also a very competent running back. He's a bit more physical with it, a bit more head-first, smash-mouth style runner. But that'll bring him a good 2nd and 3.
Christensen's going to get the carry once again. Weaves his way through, and once again Johnson on the tackle, but not after Christensen gets the line to gain.
Yeah, Christensen, couple of plays there, gets the first down, checks out Tay Jenkins back in. I expect them to run again, but it's only a matter of time before Lamonji might pull a little play action, hit Keenan Cotton or Eli Johnson over the deep post.
2 receivers on both sides of the formation. Braylon to pass. He's going to complete it to Purify. Picks up about 5 on first down.
Mo Purify again on a little out route RPO action. And a nice little gain of 4. 2nd and 6 from the Papio 40. Westside driving with 5 minutes left.
And clearly offsides, running straight into the backfield, Micah Arellano. And Westside's going to pick up 5 more yards, just short of the first down.
We've seen a bit of success here for both Westside and especially Papio on the hard counts.
I think Arellano wanted to catch the snap, Hunter.
I think he did too, but just good hard count by Lamonji and Braylon Warren.
Jenkins to get the carry behind his guard. Picks up about 2, but it's enough for the first down. More extracurricular activities. No flag will be thrown. I think that was Christian Jones messing around with some DBs in the backfield. Looked like it might have been Pamaran and Christian Jones going at it after that play. 1st and 10 for Westside. Jenkins gets the carry, goes out to his left, gets around one tackler, gets a block inside the 20.
And another 10-plus yard carry for Tay Jenkins. Gets it more to the outside, and another big gain, and now into the red zone of Papio, where they failed the first time trying to succeed.
How about those Westside Warrior wide receivers making blocks? We know that's a big part of Lamonji's script and focus every week. Warren hands it off. Jenkins gets the carry, and nowhere to go. Doesn't have a lot of blockers, and he's spun down at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, once more, Papio can give up a big run to Tay Jenkins, but they always did a good job in the first game of it, just finding a way to stop it. And the score doesn't say enough. Only 13-0. They've halted Westside's deep offense pretty well.
This one's going to go on a screen pass. Ball in the air, and it's picked off. Going the other way. Big man pick. Garen Maley has the interception.
Wow. Big turn of events for Papio. Another red zone opportunity for Westside, and that fails to a tip and a pick. It's a thick pick. And who was it again? It was Maley on the interception. Looked like it may have been dropped, but the refs didn't have the best angle. 1st and 10 for Papio at the 30.
And I think, Hunter, he may have tipped that himself and even intercepted himself. So the tip and the catch, possibly for Garen Maley.
We saw it last week for Westside when Joe Soria got the interception. And now a great chance for Papio with possession.
Momentum favors the Monarchs now. Leggett out wide, has his receiver cutting back inside. Pamaran had the reception, and he picks up 8.
And I maybe would say this, Papio's student section is Christmas themed, so maybe a bit of little bit of Christmas spirit there on the interception.
Gift under the tree for Garen Maley. Now 2nd and 3 for Leggett and the Monarchs. DiGiacomo will be the back on this play. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, motioning over is Pamaran. Snapped, fakes it to Pamaran, goes to DiGiacomo, and he's going to get up near the first down marker, but it looks like he's going to be short.
Yeah, another great run by DiGiacomo. Only got a gain of 3, but it'll force up a 3rd and short, and that's what you want if you're Papio. If you're Papio, get as little yardage as possible for the 3rd down conversion.
Now 3rd and 1. Papio had the momentum, but Westside trying to stifle it right here. Here we go. Play clock ticks under 10. Leggett and DiGiacomo will be in the backfield. 1 right receiver to the left, 1 to the right. Looks to the right, rolls out that direction, going downfield, but blanketed by Keenan Cotton is the receiver, Pamaran, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
2:27 left. It'll be interesting here what Coach Tim Williams does. It looks like they're going to bring out the punt unit, and they will, back all the way at their own 39. But another score update. Kearney with another score, field goal, and they're on little odd score of 9-0. And we'll have a timeout.
Timeout with 2:27 left to play. You're listening to Westside Football on the WTV Live Network. Welcome back here on the WTV Live Network. 4th and 1 for the Monarchs. Punt team on. And Keenan Cotton back to return. Keenan Cotton standing on the 34-yard line. Punter Heavy is on the 25. Kick is up, kick is away, end over end, bounces at the 42, and that's where it's going to be downed by the Monarchs, by Rowan Bradford.
And now 2:20 left here for Westside. Coach Lamanji has shown that he will run the ball within the 2 minutes. At your own 42, it keeps Papio on their toes. It'll be a good decision here if you're Coach Lamanji, rather to do a little quick RPO to the outside or run it up the gut with Tay Jenkins and keep those legs churning.
We know Westside can strike quick. 2 runs against Creighton Prep. About 13 seconds, they scored a touchdown from 60 yards.
And that was just before halftime, too.
Warren takes a snap, looks to his right, now shuffles to his left, unloads going downfield, Mo Purify, and he has it in stride, and it's through his hands. How did he drop that one, Hunter? He had a walk-in touchdown.
Oh, man. Oh, man. And you can hear the Papio fan chanting Butterfingers. Braylon Warren threw that off his back foot from his own 33, took it down all the way to the Papio 15, and Mo Purify, he put it right in his breadbasket. It was just a blatant drop. Missed opportunity for Mo Purify and the Warriors.
Trickery in the backfield. Keenan Cotton has the ball with Greengrass down the right sideline. Pamaran chasing, and he can't get him into the end zone. Keenan Cotton. Westside leads 19-0.
And just more trickeration from Coach Lamanji. An outside run by Tay Jenkins turns into a reverse to Keenan Cotton for the touchdown. And Westside offense will stay on the field for 2. A big touchdown after the missed drop. 58 yards to the house, and they're going to try and make this one even at 21.
Warren in the shotgun. Jenkins will be on the right hip. 1 receiver to the left, 2 to the right. Titan Glassman motions over. Braylon Warren looks that way. He's going to keep it himself. Can he get in? And he cannot. The ball is loose. Ball is on the ground, but it won't matter. Try fails, and it's 19-0 Westside.
You know what we saw last week, Zach, or a couple weeks ago? Papio South missing an extra point. In this case, actually, I think both of them were blocked and missed a 2-point conversion. So maybe a little food for thought.
And I wanted to point something out that we didn't catch on camera because it was all the way back at midfield. After that touchdown, Braylon Warren was jawing with some people in his face in midfield. The official had to come in and push him away. So this one's getting a little feisty. We've seen a couple of personal fouls. We'll have to keep an eye out of that going into the second half.
Just got to stay disciplined if you're either one of these teams. Can't get too much. You can jaw them as much as you want. You just can't get the flag. But maybe a little bit of 2-minute drill here for Papio. Westside scoring that touchdown very quickly.
There'll be 2:02 for Williams and the Monarchs. 1 timeout left to play with. And Omaha North now has the lead over Elkhorn South. It's 14-6 in that game.
Yeah, but I believe Omaha North was the best team. Westside played Westside the best they have this year. So that'll be a really good game, a rematch back at home. A lot of great players. Darian Jones, who is actually Braylon Warren's cousin, I figured out. Mikey Gow, Tyson Terry if he comes back from injury. It'll be a good semifinal matchup if that's the case.
Kick by Shrislin is away. This one a great kick inside the 5, and that's where it's going to be returned. On the right side of the field, nowhere to go. Reed McIntyre's there to bring him down at the 28. 1:58 left to play here in half for Cameron Leggett and the Monarchs.
And another flag, a little bit more chippiness after the play. So we'll see what this one's on. It was near the Papio sideline. I might expect it to be on them just because of that.
Jonathan Harden looked like the main Papio person involved, and Delonte Dixon might have been the main Westside player involved.
Well, let's see. The officials are tying. I do want to mention that the touchdown by Omaha North was to Darian Jones, one of Omaha North's best players. And they're leading 14-6. But there was a flag after the play. 1:58 left. I don't know what you do here.
Tell somebody to zoom in on the official.
They're still talking. Maybe multiple penalties. I don't know what it is here, Zach. I don't know who will be called on. Let's see.
It's going to be an unsportsmanlike call, and this one's going to go on Papio, and it's going to be offsetting unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. 1 on Westside, 1 on Papio.
And you can see Coach Lamanji jawing with the official. He is at the 40-yard line, wanting to defend his players, and they're going to have 2 officials force him back.
Not often do you see Coach Lamanji get that animated with the officials, but we know how much he likes to protect his players, and that's what he's doing here, and he's still talking with the officials. TMD on the Lamanji and the officials.
Yeah, this one's probably going to be a little bit longer. So the offsetting penalties will not do anything to affect the field position. 1st and 10 for Papio at the 41 at their own 41. And maybe a little bit of 2-minute drill action for Papio, or if they decide to run the ball and run his clock out.
Now Lamanji must have got the answer he wants, steps to the sideline. Ball's going to be spotted at the 41, and Coach Williams is going to call a timeout. And we might as well take a timeout here on the WTV Live Network as well. We'll be back in a minute. Welcome back here on the WTV Live Network. 1st and 10, Papio with the ball. They're at the 41, 1:58 left to play. No timeouts to work with. Papio wanted another offsides call on the left side, but no offensive linemen are reacting, and they're not going to get that call. Leggett's going to hand this one off to DiGiacomo. Nowhere for him to go. Joe Soria, Quentin Warren all pushing him back. But it's a gain of 4 on 1st down, and I am not going to repeat what the Papio fans are saying.
Good idea. Good idea, Zach. We don't want to be flagged. And right now Westside is going to try. They're going to let this clock run.
1:32 left to play here in the first half. Continues to tick under a minute 30. Right now they're sitting at the 39-yard line. It's 2nd and 7. Leggett fakes the handoff, looks right, going downfield, has a receiver. The DB fell down. And Luke Bennett with the reception. Westside's defender fell down. That was Joe Simon on the coverage. And all of a sudden, Papio in business with over a minute to play. Parr's going to get the carry, gets up to the 41-yard line. Clock continues to turn. It's going to be inside a minute.
I do have to mention, Papio does not have a single timeout remaining, so they're going to move quick. But they're settled at Westside 41. Clock ticking under 50 seconds.
Leggett deep drop back at midfield. Is going to keep it himself up the middle. A little bit of green grass. Scampers towards the sideline, but he's not going to get out of bounds.
It will stop the clock momentarily because the officials have to move the chains. But looking over the middle, may have had Cale Johnson, but now clock continuing to run.
35 seconds on the clock now. Leggett in the shotgun. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. He's going to take the snap, look to his left, finds his receiver. That's Owen Bogaz, and he's inside the 20 and out of bounds. Clock will stop at 25.
And a smart move by Bogaz. Got the specific angle, probably the best angle he could have, does get most yards and then get out of bounds. Papio in business, though, within their field goal range, 25 seconds left, no timeouts, and the ball at Westside 21.
1st and 10 now. Papio can take their time. The clock is stopped. They'll break the huddle. 10 seconds left on the play clock. 2 receivers to the right, 2 in the backfield. Fakes the handoff, looking downfield, pressure coming, gets away, sidearm throw. An early contact maybe by Quentin Warren, but no flag is thrown. Looking for Cale Johnson, Leggett was.
Yeah, and another maybe questionable call by the officials. It was definitely early, but probably not enough to warrant a pass interference. Incompletion does stop the clock, though.
Clock stops at 19 seconds now. It's 2nd and 10. Ball on the left hash. 3 linemen front for Westside. Receivers 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Leggett looks to his right, going to the end zone, and the ball is way over the head of his receiver and out of bounds. Incomplete. Luke Bennett, I believe, was the receiver on the right side.
Yeah, and just another great coverage. A very high, deep fade route. Looking for Bennett. Just too long. Charlie DiLorenzo, some nice blanketed coverage. Still 14 seconds, and I expect them probably to pass it, try to get a short gain out of bounds. Can't get a sack, can't get sacked or get tackled within bounds.
You can't spike it here either, Hunter, if they don't pick up the 1st down because it'll bring up 4th. Leggett looking to his left, pressure coming. He's going to keep it himself, gets up to the 20, looking inside the 10, and he's going to get out of bounds with 6 seconds left. Had to get out of bounds or that was going to end the half.
And I don't know about you, Zach. I'm thinking they might run one more play here. They 6 seconds left. They have the time with the out of bounds, a smart move and a big move. First and 10 from the 11. So this is basically 1st and goal.
Leggett goes over to his coach to get a sign, and now he's going to come back to the huddle and relay that. 10 seconds on the play clock when they break it.
Don't have a timeout, so you can't take a delayed game here.
Has to be completed near the sideline or in the end zone. And Coach Lamanji is going to use a timeout with 6 seconds. That's the first timeout of the half for the Warriors, and one of many here on the WTV Live Network.
Okay.
Welcome back here on the WTV Live Network. 6 seconds for the Monarchs, no timeouts to work with. They're running another play. Leggett will be in the shotgun. Ball immediately almost got to the ground. Looking in the end zone. The ball is going to be incomplete. 1 second on the clock when the ball hit the ground. Nearly ended the half. Owen Bogas was the receiver. It was Isaac Pamaran. Keenan Cotton in coverage. And now the field goal unit's going to come out on the field.
And that's a really dangerous move by Coach Tim Williams. A high arcing pass that just hit the ground with a second left. But that'll bring out the field goal unit. And that's just 1 second enough for a field goal opportunity from about 28 yards.
Kick is blocked. Getting in there, Keenan Cotton on the stop. And that's going to end the half. Papio has no points on the scoreboard. Into the locker room we go, 19-0 after Keenan Cotton says no way on the field goal.
Yeah, just a beautiful job. We saw it earlier by Cale Johnson of Papio. He got through the middle, but the speedster Keenan Cotton around the side dove block it, and no points for Papio after the longest and most promising drive of their game so far.
We'll go into the locker room. Westside with the lead, 19-0. A little bit of a different story than last time. And we'll be back with just a minute with a state scoreboard check and a stat read before the dance team comes on the field. Welcome back here on the WTV Live Network. Hunter with our scoreboard update.
All right, we know here that it's 19-0 and expected Miller South that's already pretty much dominating Miller North. 16-0 with about 3 minutes left to go. Miller South with the ball driving. And Kearney right now, Bell West took a very long trip to just are getting dominated right now at 23-0. Kearney just recovered a fumble, and they have the ball at their own territory. In the game we're watching, Omaha North still up on Elkhorn South, but Gavin Shanahan a touchdown for the Storm. 14-13, the Vikings lead there.
Thank you, Hunter. Over to the dance team we go here at Phelps Field. Welcome back here on the WTV Live Network. Under a minute till we'll start the second half. The Westside Warriors on top of the Papillion-La Vista Monarchs, 19-0 after the first 24 minutes of play. On to the stat read. Cameron Leggett for Papio 8 of 15 for 87 yards and no scores. Rushing for Papio, led by Antonio DiGiacomo. 8 carries for 15 yards. Brody Parr, 6 carries for 13 yards. And receiving for Papio, not much there either. Cale Johnson has 1 reception for 29 yards. Isaac Pamaran, 3 receptions, 18 yards. And Luke Bennett, 17 yards on 1 reception. Westside, Braylon Warren, 7 of 11 for 45 yards and a touchdown. He also has an interception, though, as well, which we could debate if it was actually caught or not. That's a story for another day. Westside, it's Tay Jenkins, as always. 14 carries, 178 yards and a touchdown, a long of 58. He's averaging 12.7 per carry. Keenan Cotton actually has 61 rushing yards coming off jet sweep. He's averaging 30.5 yards per carry.
There you go.
His a long of 62. Receiving for Westside, not much there though. Mo Purify, 24 yards, but 1 crucial drop, which we could visit back later. 1 turnover. Papillion-La Vista had the turnover reception. The catch was by Garen Maley. No turnovers by Westside. Leading Westside in tackles is Reed McIntyre with 7. Bryson Williams with 6. Papio's tackle leader is Cale Johnson with 5. Couple of guys with 3, Isaac Pamaran and Drew Churchich. But back to the field, Hunter. About 2 minutes. They added more time on the clock, but we got a scoreboard update. A couple of games at halftime.
Yeah, just a few more score updates here. Lots have happened since we last checked off before halftime. Millard South doing Millard South things. Probably gonna play us in the championship. 22-0 over Millard North. We're winning 19-0, as we can see here. Omaha North scored another touchdown to extend their lead to 8, 21-13 before the break. And Kearney is absolutely massacring the T-Birds, 30-7. The winner of that will play Millard South, and Omaha North, Elkhorn South will play Westside if they can hold this lead. So pretty good games all at halftime right now. This will probably be the first one to come out of it.
So just to set the picture for all of you guys at home, it looks like Bell West is going to lose. Their season will be over. And the 4-seed Kearney will likely take on Millard South, who's going to beat Millard North. So on the right side of the bracket, the 2 versus 4, which is chalk. If Westside holds on to their 19-point lead right now over Papio, it'll be the 2-seed taking on what is the 5-seed, who is up by 8 points at halftime over the 3-seed. So either way, the largest seed that's going to be left in this tournament, Hunter, will be the 5 in the semifinals, and that's if Omaha North holds on over Elkhorn South.
Yeah, it's just been not really many upsets in this tournament so far. But right now, the Omaha North Elkhorn South game is too close to call. But we're about 30 seconds away from coming back to this one. And we don't see this very often, Zach, but we have 2 great returners in the back with Tay Jenkins and Keenan Cotton. We've seen a lot of teams, especially Papio, not want to kick to them, but this is the first time they'll kick to them today.
Yeah, we've seen them actually kick 3 straight times out of bounds rather than kick it to Keenan Cotton and Tay Jenkins just because of how dangerous they are. And here we go. We'll see what Coach Williams elects to do. Cooper Wills is the kicker. He's going to set it down on the left hash, not the middle of the field.
They'll probably kick it to one of the short men, rather the front forward or the back forward. Not even going to try to kick it to Keenan Cotton or Tay Jenkins.
Jenkins is standing on the 17. Keenan Cotton is on the 13. Wills' kick is up and away. This one's going to give Tay Jenkins a chance to return. Has green grass down the left sideline. Has to be Wills. And he can't quite get past the last defender. The tackle was made by, I believe, Wills, the kicker. And like we said, Hunter, just one person to beat, and Jenkins almost went all the way.
And you saw it there on the return. Papio kept 3 guys back just to have the opportunity to just tackle Jenkins, and it worked. It was the kicker, yeah, you just mentioned it, Wills, who just wrapped him up. Tay Jenkins knew it was a house call, slammed his fist on the ground. But that'll give him opportunities to rush for a good amount of yards.
Mo Purify, the motion man. Jenkins is going to get the carry, goes up the middle. Not quite as much room to work with that time. On the tackle, Blake Mazur for Papio. Also in on the stop, Scott Grasser, the third.
Yeah, for Papio to maybe make a little bit of noise here, they just got to play great defense, stop Tay Jenkins, and then do it on the offensive end. Just throw some deep passes, get the run game going.
2 receivers to the left, motioning over Eli Johnson. Braylon Warren looks that way, but he's going to be wrapped up, still not going down, but dragging him down for the sack. Logan Holtmeyer, and a flag is going to be thrown from the Westside sideline right
like
at the end of the play.
Maybe a sideline warning on Westside, but it looks like a very spectacle that Braylon Warren may have gotten a bit of a face mask penalty right there, but not enough evidence to do that. They'll talk, but the flag came from the sideline judge, and I expect this to be on Westside, a sideline warning. Yeah.
And they're actually going to give him the 15-yard penalty. It's not going to be a warning.
Yeah, they're going to give him interference. So that is a big play there for Papio, who will give them field position at the 35.
I don't know which coach or player interfered, but flag kind of came out of nowhere at the end of the play.
It did. And that'll give them a 3rd and 32. Holy mackerel.
3rd in the distance to Papio. Jenkins gets the carry. He's got a long way to go, and he's going to get maybe halfway. He's going to get to the 45, and it's still 4th and a mile.
Yeah, and that's just not good execution. That will force. It looked okay. Now they're going to take off Braylon Warren. They'll put an Owen Wright to punt it away, give Papio some bad field position, but a good defensive halt on the first possession out of halftime.
Big negative play on the sack by Papio, and then a 15-yard penalty on the sideline to go with it. And Westside has to punt for the first time tonight. Owen Wright will be back to punt for Westside. He boots this one. This is a line drive kick inside the 20. Calling for what I thought was a fair catch, and a late whistle is blown, and they're going to give him the fair catch yardage at about the 17.
Yeah, I think Delonte Dixon was a bit confused. May have ran into him when the catch was made, but he acted like he didn't give him a fair catch signal. No trickeration from the referees, and it'll be first. Good punt by Owen Wright will give Papio their first possession of the second half in their own territory.
In the first half, we saw the Papio fans upset with the officials, and now I can hear some Westside fans starting to voice their anger as well. Leggett takes the snap, is going to hand it off to DiGiacomo, gets past the initial line of scrimmage, and then he's brought down by Diesel Klein and a couple of Westside defenders.
Yeah, and that's just a big hodgepodge there, but DiGiacomo just squirmed his way through, and a gain of 0 turns into a gain of 3, maybe 4. Need as many yards as they can, especially on first downs.
Picks up 4 on first down. It's going to be 2nd and 6. Receiver to the left is Luke Bennett. Receiver on the far side is Pamaran. Leggett in the shotgun. He'll take the snap. He'll fake the handoff. Looking downfield, is going to set up the screen, but nowhere to go. Blowing that one up in the backfield for Westside. Darrell Taylor snuffed that one out.
I think it might have been Darrell Taylor and Luke Noonan there to make the big stop. And now turn a 2nd and 6 now to a big 3rd and long.
And now 3rd and 10 after the loss for the Monarchs.
Westside still being held offensively. A couple of red zone stops in the first half, and then a first half stop and a second half stop. Only 19 points for the Warriors.
3rd and 10, Leggett in the shotgun. Looks to his left, it's going to stay that way. And the pass is nearly intercepted, but it's going to fall to the floor. Looking for Cale Johnson, the tight end. That's going to bring up 4th and 10.
Just going to try to thread the needle there. Nowhere to go for Leggett. And a punt for Papio. Tried to thread the needle within triple coverage. Nowhere to go. 8:31 left. Kean Cotton to return, and back at his
own end zone, the punter, Gavin Heavy. Keenan Cotton might have a chance to return it here. He's going to call a fair catch at the 41. And great starting field position for Braylon Warren when he comes back. Welcome back here on the WTV Live Network. Westside with a 19-0 lead. They have the ball here after the punt at the 42-yard line. Warren will be in the shotgun. He's going to take a deep drop back, looking downfield, goes to the left sideline, has his receiver, Eli Johnson. He throws up the first down signal, and the chains will move.
Yeah, just another great little out route pass from Braylon Warren. Eli Johnson, the usual deep ball threat, and a first down. Not really running on first down.
Jenkins is going to get the carry. Not a lot of room for him to work with there. And he's still on his feet, though. Forward progress is blown, but he'll still never go down.
Yeah, even though with a lot to two, Tay Jenkins still keeps on his feet. Not really much there cooking for him as he just gets bottled up. But he'll go out wide with a 5 wide, nobody in the backfield.
2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, Jenkins included. Goes that way, has Eli Johnson, and it goes right through his hands. That's his second drop by the Westside receivers tonight.
Yeah, maybe a bit of cold hands with the cold, but now 3rd and 11. And especially with Shrislin missing one from 26 earlier. I would expect this to be 4-down territory for Westside, trying to put this game away.
Nice and dark here at the Westside campus here at Phelps Field. 7:45 left to play in the 3rd quarter. 11 yards to go to pick up the first down for Braylon Warren. Low snap, corrals it, looks to his right. He's going to tuck it. Not a lot of space. He breaks free. Spun down at the 20. And it looks like he might just be short. And the ball might be loose.
I think they might signal him down, and yeah, they will. But I just want to mention he had Mo Purify wide open in the end zone. He had his defender beat by 5 yards, and they just couldn't find him. A huge loss for Westside, but a 4th and 1, and I think they might just run hurry up here. Hand it off to Tay Jenkins.
Quentin Warren in as the fullback. Ball is loose. Jenkins picks it up, but he can't get to the marker. And the low snap is going to get Papio the ball back.
Just more offensive mistakes by Westside. 2 red zone stops by Papio's defense and a low snap. Tay Jenkins picked it up, but the Monarchs were there to swarm him. Papio now with not great field position. They're on 22, but they need as much as they could get here. Big stop.
Definitely been a pretty good day for the Papio defense, but just trying to get some help from the offense, which actually they're pretty much all the same players because they play both ways.
Yes, they do, Zach. We mentioned it before.
Leggett is going to hand it off to Parr this time. Gets up past the 20 to the 22. It's going to bring up about 2nd and 8
I do want to build off what you just said there about being two-way. Papio has still got a lot of stamina left in the tank. Last game, they kept it close until halftime, but they really ran out of steam early in the second half and just floundered, giving up a lot of points. But a good defensive possession for Papio, so props to them.
Leggett in the shotgun, fakes the handoff, goes out wide, has Pammeran, and he gets laid out by Bryson Williams.
Hit stick, baby. Bryce Williams right there to make the huge hit. 3rd and 5.
6:20 left to play here in the third quarter. Warriors by 19. And it's 3rd and 4 for Cameron Leggett.
3rd and 4 from the 28-yard line for the Monarchs.
Big third down here. If you're Papio, you need to get the first down here, keep the drive alive. Only 6 minutes left to go in the third.
Leggett's going to fake the pitch, go out wide. The ball might have been tipped by Quentin Warren at the line of scrimmage. And the pass intended for Bogas goes incomplete.
I thought Quentin Warren had that ball dead to rights. Just a tad overthrown, though. Great pressure by him just to knock the ball away. Keep the quarterback under pressure. Keenan Cotton's going to return it. And Papio, a good opportunity to try to pin Westside back, but Westside, great opportunity to get better field position. Try to put this game away. 3 straight stops by Papio's defense, though. Great job by them.
Yeah, Westside actually got the ball in Papio territory on the last possession. Might have a chance to do so here with Keenan Cotton standing on the 45, and he's going to return it. Breaks the first tackle, gets up to the 40, spins out of another, and that's where he'll be dragged down. More great starting field position for Westside, but the question, Hunter, what can they do with it?
I think it's just going to probably be the Tay Jenkins show again. They handed it off to him a couple times. He really didn't get much. But give him a little bit of outside, maybe a few pitches. Give him at least 5 yards of open space, and he will go. Or maybe it's some tripperation here. We saw in the first half a little jet sweep to Keenan Cotton, which resulted in a 60-something yard touchdown. But just keep it on the ground and just keep it within your own hands. Play safe.
Jenkins will get the carry. He's going to go out to the right side, gets past the first down marker to the 20, and he's dragged down behind from Papio. That's Trey Richardson on the stop.
Once again, if you're Coach Lamanji, Tay Jenkins thrives on the outside. If he can bust it out to the right side, it will be daylight for him. To the 22-yard line he goes, and it's a first down for Westside.
Jenkins remains the back here on this play. He'll get the carry, gets it past the initial, puts his shoulder down, still fighting for yardage, and he finally falls down at the 12.
Even though he's 5'8", Tay Jenkins runs like a maniac. We've seen it a few times. He lowers his shoulder, and I want to mention one time back on, I believe it was a week ago, Braylon Warren threw an interception. He laid out the interceptor.
Jenkins is going to be pinballing around the line of scrimmage, and he's not going to go really anywhere.
Churchich just the one with on the tackle. And you just got to stop Tay Jenkins from getting to the outside. That will bring up a 3rd and 2, though. Tay Jenkins didn't get the first down on his initial run. I thought he did.
Westside stands up to get the call from the sideline. Still 15 seconds on the play clock, plenty of time. Christian Jones motions to the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now Warren takes a snap. Jenkins gets the carry. Little bit of space, but he slips down at the 15. And now it's 4th down once again, Hunter. And Lamanji looks like he's going to leave the offense out on the field.
I mean, why not at this point? 4:18 left to go. Oh, no, he's not. He's going to bring out the field goal unit, even though after Frizzlin missed a 26-yard. But Jenkins tried to put his foot in the ground again, just couldn't get enough traction. He got knocked down.
32-yard field goal. 33 yards now for Ever Shrislin. Finn Christensen will have the hold.
one about maybe a 32-yard NFL extra point.
Kick is up and good, end over end. This one was right down the middle. Redemption for Ever Shrislin, and Westside leads by 22. 3:45 left to play here in the third quarter. We'll be right back on the WTV Live Network. Welcome back here in the WTV Live Network. Ever Shrislin knocks through a field goal from 32, and 3:45 left to play. Warriors lead by 22. Kick is away by Shrislin. This one a lot higher. It's going to be returned from the 10. Little bit of an open space for the returner, and it's up to about the 26. And that's where Leggett will leg back out onto the field. But they need points, Hunter, and they need them fast.
Yeah, 3:40 left to go in the third quarter. Nothing really much working for the Papillion offense. Just need to find something to work for them. Their defense has held Westside firm in the first half, and late in the first half and the start of the second half. And they've just been able to do a good job, but the offense hasn't been able to respond.
Leggett from his own 28. Paymerin actually took the Wildcat snap, goes down the right sideline, and is pushed out of bounds by Reed McIntyre at the 36.
Kean Kine, a nice tackle, but we saw it a couple weeks ago. Paymerin was the one usually getting the Wildcat. Got a couple of touchdowns off of it, and I do want to mention here, before we go to the next play, Omaha South ties it at 21 all against Omaha North, so that's who Westside will play in the next game.
Another one for Paymerin and the Wildcat. He fakes the handoff, keeps it for himself. Fighting to stay on his feet, he does, but forward progress will be blown right near the first down marker.
And that'll be a 3rd and 1 here. This is what you want here if you're Papio. Just get a 3rd and short, and you could definitely get that 1 yard against this Westside defense. Just got to maybe get a good run or maybe a little play action.
Under the center, it will be Leggett. Or no, it's going to be Paymerin, yellow gloves, and he's going to keep it, and he's going to pick up the first down. Isaac Yellow Gloves Paymerin picks up the first down and continues the chains moving.
I like your little nickname of Yellow Gloves. That's how we can identify him in the backfield from up here on the stands. But the Monarchs get a key first down, just moving the ball as much as they can.
And Paymerin will remain in the shotgun. Leggett, not out on the field right now, I don't think. Or actually, he is. He's on the left right now. Paymerin runs to the right, gets past the line of scrimmage, past the 40. Cameron Leggett has remained out on the field. This time he's jogging back to the huddle all the way from midfield, but not really running any routes, just kind of sitting out there on an island.
No, they're just going to they might just keep running this Wildcat formation to Paymerin. 2:28 left to go. Looking a little hobbled. He might be injured, but who knows? He might come in on this play. But still, 22-0 Warriors lead.
Leggett's going to break the huddle, but he's going to jog out to the left side of the formation, and Paymerin remains in the shotgun. Paymerin takes the snap, going to run a jet sweep, and all over it is Westside's defense. No trickery in the Wildcat. I have to imagine Coach Queen and Benning's defense was all ready for this Isaac Paymerin Wildcat.
Yeah, I agree with that. I kind of compare this to Navy's offense here. They run a bit of wildcat here. Their quarterback can run, but right now Pomerantz the one in charge. They have to put Charlie DiLorenzo, the cornerback, on Pomerantz. But a little jet sweep action. Something new out of this Papio playbook.
Still, it'll be Isaac Pomerantz. Leg it outside the hash marks. Rolling out to the right, leg it. Or not, it's Pomerantz still with his yellow gloves. Not going to pick up the first down, though. He's going to be 3 yards short. It's going to be 4th down.
And I would assume, Zach, this probably would be 4-down territory for Papio, even though you're back at your own territory.
Trailing by 4 possessions, I have to think Coach Williams is saying 4-down territory. Fourth and 3 now. Pomerantz, or not, it's leg it. Pomerantz does take the snap right at the first down marker. Did he get it?
Doesn't look like it. I think he may have just been tad short. That's what the far side official says. There's an injured Papio player down. And so it'll be interesting to see where they mark the ball. It looks like a lineman. Coach.
It is going to be Westside ball, I believe. But the injured Papio defender down. Can't quite tell who it is. But we're going to turn it away here in the WTV Live Network. We'll be right back in just a minute. Welcome back here in the WTV Live Network. Westside gets the ball. The injured Papio Monarch was Logan Holtmeyer. Looked pretty shaken up, but he walks off with a lot of help.
I do want to put on a record watch here. 1:33 left to go. This is a close game, so Lamanji might keep him in. Tate Jenkins has 210 yards, the record 309.
Jenkins will get the carry. Not much space to work with, and he's quickly pushed down by Cale Johnson.
Yeah, Tate Jenkins hasn't had he's had a pretty quiet second half. Over 170 yards in the first half, but a great job by Papio's defense just to stuff him.
Two wide receivers to the right, two to the left. Play action pass. Warren looking downfield, unloads, goes down. Eli Johnson, and it's caught on the fingertips, and into the end zone he goes. Eli Johnson, deep ball, and Westside leads 28-0.
Prior to the season, we knew Eli Johnson was going to come in, the junior making an impact, and he's a very big deep ball threat. We saw Mo Purify drop one earlier on a deep pass, but right there, Lamanji lets Warren throw it out, and Eli Johnson comes down with the catch and the touchdown. 28-0. Westside leads.
Shrislin to make it 29-0. Hold is somewhat good with the ball in the dirt, but Shrislin bumps it through, and it's 29-0 Westside. 1:02 left to play in the third quarter. You're listening to Westside Football on the WTV Live Network. Welcome back here on the WTV Live Network. Hunter Valapek alongside me. I'm Zach Kastrick. Westside leads 29-0 over Papillion-La Vista. Just over 13 minutes left to play here in the ball game. Pamran's going to have a chance to return. It gets up past the 20, down the right sideline, out at the 25. And last possession, Hunter, we saw a lot of Isaac Pamaran Wildcat formations. And we'll see what Coach Williams marches out onto the field here with 58 seconds left to play in the third quarter.
Yeah. Cam Leggett did not really play much on that drive. He had on the first down they got a lot of him, but then after that it was basically number 16.
Leggett is back in the game. He throws the pass looking for Pamaran, but it's too high to handle.
Yeah, and Leggett's back in the game right now. Maybe seemed a bit hobbled, but Pamaran did a pretty good job in the backfield there. Maybe it'll be a lot of good things to talk about for Papio.
Leggett is back in the game. He's in the shotgun. He's going to roll out to his left, looking for his receiver. He has it complete. That's Bogas. He's going to get up near the first down marker, and he's going to be marked just a little bit short.
Yeah, and that'll bring up another 3rd and short. They'll have to run one more play here, and I expect this one to be the last play. 9-yard gain, making it a 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1. We'll have a scoreboard check around the state when we come back after this play. And right now it's Leggett in the shotgun. 1 yard to go, 20 seconds in the third quarter. Bunch formation, one back on the left hip. Leggett motions over. Pamaran gets the jet sweep, and he's going to pick up the first down. Hunter, scoreboard check.
Scoreboard check just before the end of this quarter. Millard South taking care of business, beating Millard North 36-7. Over in Kearney, still the same score, 30-7. The Bearcats lead it over the T-Birds. And finally, the game we looked at the most. Elkhorn South and Omaha North are currently tied at 21. Elkhorn South just recently punted to Omaha North, so they'll have the Vikings ball at their own 27.
Thank you so much, Hunter. We're going to step away here on the WTV Live Network. We'll be back in a minute. Welcome back here on the WTV Live Network. We're into the fourth quarter. 12 minutes left to play, and Papio trails 29-0. They do have the football at the 41. Leggett, the quarterback, in the shotgun. Going to have a running back, and it goes to Parr on the carry. Bounces outside, picks up about 6 with a burst of speed, just short of midfield.
Papio here just down by 29 in the fourth quarter. I don't expect them to come back at all, but they've played a really solid defensive game. I haven't seen Westside's offense stopped this much in a very long time. Tate Jenkins still has 213 yards of offense by himself.
Leggett rolls out to his right, completes it over to his receiver, Bogaz, and he's just short of the first down marker. Despite of the outcome in this game, Hunter, I would say Papio has a pretty bright future. Although they will lose Isaac Pamran, probably their best player out at the receiver position, Cameron Leggett is just a junior, so he's got one more year under center for the Monarchs after this. Brody Parr is just a junior as well. And Michael Valencia, a freshman, we haven't seen him much tonight, but he had himself a pretty good game 2 weeks ago against Westside.
Yeah, a lot of good things to be proud about here if you're Papio. Good future.
Leggett rolls to his left, finds his receiver. It's Bogaz, incomplete, and a flag is thrown.
Yeah, expect Papio to be a really good team next year. Probably top 10, definitely top 10, maybe even a top 5 team, but there was a flag, maybe a illegal shift. Illegal formation. I don't think they were set at the snap.
And it's going to move them back 5 yards, and it's 2nd and 15 now. 10:54 left to play in the game. Leggett in the shotgun, claps for the snap, fakes the handoff, looking downfield, nowhere to go, and he's going to throw it away.
Another good coverage there by Westside, bringing up a 2nd and 15. 10:49 left to go. Nothing really to talk about right now. Westside playing their game really effectively. I am more interested in what's going to be happening on our other matchup, Elkhorn South, Omaha North. Darian Jones intercepts a Elkhorn South pass, so they'll have the ball with prime field position, and I expect Elkhorn North maybe to come back and win this.
Pamaran motions over. Leggett takes the snap. He's going to step up in the pocket, looking downfield. He's going to have to keep it himself, and he'll throw it away. I believe he was out of the pocket, so there won't be any intentional grounding, but that's going to bring up 3rd and 15 from the 46.
And Papio student section still right there in a, even though down 29-0. Still here and still chanting.
Back and forth the two student sections go. It's a pretty cold, chilly night here at Phelps Field, so props to everyone who made the trip to Westside. Leggett on 3rd and 15, looks to his right, has a receiver, but it's too far towards the sideline for Pamaran, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Trailing by 29, it might be 4 down territory. They might go for this.
Yeah, really no other choice here. 4 down territory, no matter what. Down 29, got really nothing to lose if you're Papio, Zach. Maybe air one out deep here. Give Westside some shock.
You also got to think, though, we have seen Leggett pooch punt plenty of times in the last 2 weeks. He's going to take the snap. He's going to throw it. Looks to his left, has Pamaran. The pass is complete at the 45, but that's not going to be enough for a 1st down and a turnover and downs for Papio, and Westside gets the ball back.
And, yeah, well short of the sticks. A beautiful job by Westside's defense, playing prevent defense, now letting them get past the safeties. 10:35 left to go. I expect them just to run the ball, get this game over with, move on to the semifinals, and get this win streak up to the big 3-1.
Just to throw it out there, if Westside does score a touchdown, that will make it 35-0, and it will be a running clock as long as they remain up 35. Braylon Warren, Tay Jenkins, the two sophomores, will be in the backfield. Jenkins is going to get the carry on the right side, gets up to midfield, and then he's spun down. Ty Jelinek has the tackle there. And the clock will tick under 10:15 to play. From midfield, Warren will be in the shotgun. Jenkins on his right hip. Two receivers to the left and two to the right. Jones motions over into the backfield. Jenkins gets the carry to the left side this time. Up to the 45. And a bunch of Papio defenders there. Isaac Pamaran and a couple of others.
You don't see Tay Jenkins really cut in much. He may have had an angle on the outside, but cuts in, gets a good gain. And Papio's playing not prevent defense. They are selling all out on the run, packing the box. Maybe Westside throws it a bit deep. They really don't have players more than 10 yards beyond the line of scrimmage.
Looks like about 7 or 8 in the box for the Monarchs on this 1st and 10. Warren looks to his left, goes that direction. Had a receiver for a minute, but the pass falls incomplete, looking for Eli Johnson.
Yeah, and Coach Lamanji here might just give Braylon Warren some reps. Still have 2 more games to go here if Westside can win their semifinal matchup. But, Zach, I'm really looking forward to the state championship game. Still not definitive, but I'm expecting Westside and Millard South.
Warren in the shotgun. Finn Christensen gets the carry. Big burst of speed up through the middle, and he's wrapped up and thrown down by Isaac Pamaran after a gain of about 12.
And right there, just another great job by the offensive line. Got Finn Christensen a hole, and just a seamless handoff by Braylon Warren, and a gain of about 13 in the first.
Warren screen pass to Keenan Cotton, has some blockers, gets through the block, picks up 6 before he's spun down by Cale Johnson.
Clock still ticking, under 9 minutes. Westside still keeping their starters out there. Gonna probably get the last touchdown, put in the backups, or just let the defense play their game.
Keenan Cotton slowly limps off the sideline. Hopefully he's all right. And it's 2nd and 2 for Braylon Warren, who takes the snap, hands it off to Finn Christensen. Barrels ahead for the first down, a gain of 4. 8:26 left to play. The clock stops for a minute to move the chains. 1st and 10 from the 18 for the Warriors. Braylon Warren's going to keep this one himself. Gets out of one tackle in the backfield. Gets past the line of scrimmage up to about the 10. And it'll bring up about 2nd and 5 for the Warriors.
Another RPO pass there that just wasn't there. Looking for Mo Purify on the far side. Had to improvise, take it for himself. Still a solid gain of 7.
Under 8 minutes, Christensen gets the carry. Pamaran's there to meet him and upend him, just short of the chains.
Pamaran doing it on both sides of the ball. Has a lot of tackles today on the defensive side and has made some good progress on the offensive side. 7:30 left to go in a 3rd and 1 within the Westside, within the Papio 10.
Christensen gets the carry here on 3rd down, picks up the 1st down, and he's brought down at the 1.
Now another 1st down for Westside. They can cook here within the 2.
Finn Christensen in the back gets the carry, fighting his way. He's not going to get there, and the marker is inside the 1.
Just close. Finn Christensen still without a touchdown today. Tate Jenkins only has one, but has 214 yards of his own. A lot of yards of his own, actually. Probably more, about 230. Second and goal from about the 2-yard line.
It's still Finn Christensen in the back. Can he get in his senior season? They're going to pass it, looking to the left. On the slant route, it's caught. Eli Johnson has the hat trick, his 3rd touchdown of the night. And Westside leads 35-0.
And right there, just a little out and slant route. Hit Eli Johnson just beyond the reach of the defender. Touchdown Westside, and like you said, we'll have a running clock after this.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, Hunter, that's the career high for Eli Johnson. Touchdown receptions in a game now with 3. PAT is straight down the gut, and Westside leads 36-0. We'll be back here on the WTV Live Network. Running clock when we come back. Welcome back here on the WTV Live Network. Running clock for Westside with a 36-point lead. And a boot by Shrislin to the 1. Pamran with a chance to return. Up past the 20, and Reed McIntyre is there and brings Pamran down at the 25.
Yeah, like you just said, running clock now. Probably just some good defense here from Westside, and this should probably about do it.
We'll see if Coach Williams for Papio brings out any guys we haven't seen much of, maybe seniors that don't get a whole lot of playing time. This will likely be their last game, but the starting offense with just about everyone we're used to seeing is on the field. DiGiacomo will be the back. He's a senior. Leggett, a junior, in the shotgun. He's going to go to Bogaz, and Warren's there to break it up.
Put out the hand, knocked it down. Just some good pass coverage by Quinn Warren. 2nd and 10. And we just heard it over the intercom. 21-21. On top. Elkhorn South and Omaha North are tied at 21, so that will be a really good game to finish.
In the 4th quarter, Millard South 43, Millard North 7. And Kearney still at 30-7, the stalemate. Bearcats with the lead. And Max Prep is broken, and it says Papio beat Westside 34-26, but we know that is not true.
It is not. Little Class B upset here. Gretna East is beating Seward, the 2 seed. Seward is currently undefeated.
That's kind of something cool to see. Gretna East head coach is Coach Haberman, the old offensive coordinator here at Westside. Awesome to see that circle moment down in Class B, the new school Gretna East. Leggett throws it out, picking up the first down on the reception. It's Pamran with the catch.
Maybe just a tad short. No, they'll give it to him. Charlie DeLorenzo on the stop. 4:15 left to go.
Papio student section started to clear out. Westside still about where it started, ready to cheer on the team after they come off the field in about 4 minutes. Leggett in the shotgun, one back to his right. That back gets the fake. It's DiGiacomo. Goes out to Pamaran. Nice catch made by him. Looking to break out of a tackle, and he can't. Bryson Williams pushes him out of bounds along with Reed McIntyre. Cross midfield at the 45.
Yeah, another time that Papio gets into Westside territory, has not been able to put a point. And we saw it in the playoffs last year for Westside, who had a bit of a more dominant defense. They shut out their last 3 playout opponents. Maybe they can do it here.
Leggett in the shotgun, standing on the 50. Fakes the handoff, looking downfield. Everyone's downfield. He's going to roll to his right, cut back up the middle, and he's going to be dragged down by the Westside defender. In on this stop was Michael Ladonde.
Ladonde just got back there, made the great tackle. Yeah, it was Ladonde on the sack. His first, I believe, of the season, and it looks like the Westside defense will be in the back. Will be the backups in for their final possession. 2:45 left to go in this game.
Leggett in the shotgun. He's going to pass. It's 2nd and 12. Pass is incomplete to Bogas. And it's 2:30. Clock continues to turn. Running clock inside 2 minutes now. Not quite inside 2 minutes. 2:15 on the clock. It's 3rd and 12 for Leggett. The back will be Antonio DiGiacomo. Fakes the carry to him, looking downfield. Has Pamaran. A diving catch right at the sideline is made with the toe tap.
And that was a nice catch. Had to arc his body back. We'll bring up 4th down, though, for Papio. No, 3 timeouts still left for both teams. Probably not going to use them. But it is a 4th and short.
And it'll be 4th and 2 on this play. 1:35 left to play now. From the 38, 4th and 2 for the Monarchs. Pamaran is in at Wildcat. He takes the snap, but a flag is thrown on the near side. It's going to be a false start. Push him back 5 yards, and it'll be 4th and 7. Clock will stop when we get the penalty call. It's a false start, and now 4th and 7 on this snap. 1:21 left to play. Fourth down, and they're going to get towards the sticks, and it's going to be short, and Westside takes over.
And I expect that to be probably, it was a good pass, good catch, just short of the sticks. It'll be a turnover on downs. Jacob Scheifler will come out, probably to knee this one down. And yeah, we will have one more snap. One more score update before we go though. Mikey Gowa, 10-yard rushing touchdown. And Elkhorn South is on the ropes. Omaha North is up 28-21 over the Storm with less than 3 minutes to go as the final snap will be snapped. And that'll do it. Westside, a bit of an ugly one, but they get the win and a shutout one at that, 36-0.
Congratulations to a good season for Papio. They will fall. The season will end after Westside moves on to 31 wins in a row. 36-0 the final from Phelps Field. Stick with us. We'll have a player of the game interview in just a minute. Congratulations to Papio on a great season. as Westside celebrates with the student section. Quick scoreboard update. Omaha North leads Elkhorn South with just over 2 minutes left to play. Elkhorn South does have the football right about midfield. So we'll keep an eye out on that game as our player of the game interview will be coming up in just a second. The player will be coming up here to the press box area. So don't go away yet. And hopefully we have close to a final score in that Omaha North Elkhorn South game. Once again, that's who Westside will play, the winner of that matchup. But hang tight. Player of the game interview coming up. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the WTV Live Network. Zach Kastrick with our player of the game, Eli Johnson. Here's your football. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
3 touchdowns on the night. What was working so well?
I just got trust in my guys, trust in my offensive line, trust in Braylon, and they were able to get it done and let me get open and make some plays.
Your first touchdown came on kind of like a fade route into the corner of the end zone. What makes you so good on these jump ball contested catches that you're always finding a way to be open up in the sky?
I kind of just want to try and use my size to my advantage, go up and high point the ball, and yeah.
And then you also had one back here on the right side of the field. A deep ball, barely looked like might have caught it on the fingertips. What was going through your head when you kind of created that space?
I knew Braylon was going to put it in the right spot. O-line gave him some good time, and yeah, I tried to run under it and go get it.
And then now you guys move on to the semifinals. One more game until the finals. I know you guys one game motto at a time. And just a second ago, we had the scoreboard update. Omaha North was beating Elkhorn South with just a couple of minutes left. Regardless of who you play, it looks like it might be the Vikings. What do you guys have to do next week?
Like you were saying, it doesn't really matter who we play. It's a faceless opponent. We just got to go, take it day by day, attack every day, keep working hard, and we should be fine.
31 wins in a row for this Westside team. What makes Westside Westside, and why is it so good?
I think it's our culture and our brotherhood. Everyone loves each other. Everyone treats everyone like family.
Thank you so much, Eli. Congratulations on a great game. I'm Zach Kastrick. That's Eli Johnson. Thank you all for tuning in tonight on the WTV Live Network. One game left to go until the finals. We'll see who it is. Thank you so much. Have a great night.